Hello, my name's Bev and I'm the author of the book Please Eat, A Mother's Struggle to Free Her Teenage Son from Anorexia, which describes our family's battle with the deadly eating disorder, anorexia nervosa, which my teenage son Ben developed back in 2009 when he was just 15 years old. This post is from the 1st of November 2011 and it's still looking at the home repair analogy, and this post is called "That Old Water Stain on the Ceiling is Showing Through the New Paint," or to move away from the house renovation analogy. Our arch enemy, the eating disorder, reared its ugly head a little bit this morning with, "I feel awful because I've just binged on top of my usual breakfast," when I reminded Ben that he needs to see his tutor in period 4 at school today to finalise his university application form. So I responded to the eating disorder voice with, "Let's concentrate on what is important in your life overall, not what isn't. When you're old and grey and on your deathbed and you look back on your life, what you will remember is what a fantastic time you had at university, not that on Tuesday 1st of December 2011 you had a binge." To which the eating disorder voice replied, "Not if I'm on my deathbed because I'm obese." To which I replied in a manner that implied the conversation was over, "Ben, there's as much chance of you getting obese as there is of me becoming the Pope. Time to get out that stuff you spray over old water stains to stop them seeping through your beautiful new white paint." Oh, and in case you're wondering, a binge isn't what you or I might call a binge. For me, a binge is ploughing my way through an entire box of Belgian chocolates, followed by a couple of slices of chocolate fudge cake. To Ben, it's simply eating a little bit more than he would normally eat. And anyway, you can bet your back teeth he will include it in his daily calorie total. But be warned, eating disorder, I am being extremely vigilant. The house renovation is not complete yet. And I'll just read the post from the 18th of November 2011, quite a jump there, and it's explaining why I'd been AWOL for a couple of weeks. It's been something to do with the adjusting to our new life without the eating disorder, or at least without 99.9% of the eating disorder. Suddenly, it's as if we've emerged into the open sunlight after years of living in a dark underground pit, or as if we've been released from jail and are having to adjust to life on the outside. It's not easy. In fact, it's quite a learning curve. From my perspective, I'm a different person from the woman that started off on this horrible and long journey, so it's not a straightforward case of picking up where I left off in the summer of 2009. I'm a better person, a more relaxed person, a more empathetic person, and a more insightful, less self-centered person. I am literally older and wiser. Also, having faced and fought the eating disorder head-on for so long, most of the things that fazed me before don't even come onto my radar now. Also, the world has changed since mid-2009. We've been through a horrendous global recession, and up until 2009 and even into 2010, my freelancing business was going from strength to strength. But the recession and the eating disorder hit me at around the same time. In a way, this is good because both would have decimated my business on their own. So if the eating disorder had never struck, my business would still have suffered a near-fatal blow, and vice versa. Also, my husband would still have lost his job and been out of work for several months. now working on a far lower salary. So our household income is now less than half what it used to be, and meanwhile the cost of living has soared. All this means that I'm now in a position where I'm trying to adjust to a world and lifestyle that is very different from the one we used to have. It's also meant some retraining so I can mould my business into something that's more relevant in a recession-hit world. Oh, and I've been doing the usual keeping tabs on Ben from a discreet distance with fortnightly CAM sessions. And I'm delighted to say that the treatment team and I are on the same page and things are going really well. Plus, we've been busy sorting out Ben's university applications for next year, and Christmas is just around the corner. Phew, this is why I haven't written for a while, but I will write because I believe we're going through an important stage in the recovery process and we are almost there. And that's the end of that post. Thank you for listening. You'll find a link below to my blog, and you'll also find a link to my website where you can download free PDFs of my blog, and also a link to Amazon where you can buy a copy of my book.